Hello everyone, it is me, thesims, back at it again for the second video of the Halloween 2025 spooky season. I'm so glad to have you here with me. By the way, we're kind of staying in the same vein this week. If you haven't watched the last video, I created a magician and he was really cute. So after this video, go watch it, okay? It'll be in the top right hand corner of your screen or in the description down below. I'm making it easy for you. I'm giving you options, okay? All right, let's move on. Let's talk about this Sims backstory, all right, shan't we? Okay, so this Sim is supposed to be a tarot oracle reader. She is from a very, very poor village, okay? And another thing about her village is that it was not really populated with enough young people, and by young people I mean like babies. So when she was born, it was kind of a miracle for the community, so they projected all their hopes and desires and wishes on her to help restore their community and their village. In fact, when she was born, an elder of the community predicted that she would have these amazing prophetic powers, and luckily for her and for the community, she did. So if you haven't gathered by the title, she can kind of tell the future, you know, Raven-Symoné-esque. However, there are some quirks to her that I really do like that I added to her story. I don't know, because I just want to have fun. I'm going to tell you her traits now before we get further into story, so you kind of get a good impression of who she is as a person. Or a sim? Creature? I don't know. So she is a macabre sim. She's also chased by death and is adventurous. She also has the mischievous gathering people's secrets aspiration. Okay, let's talk about it. As I've said, the community was very poor. So since she was young, she was kind of pimped out. Maybe that's like a really bad word to use, but I wouldn't say auctioned either. Okay, she was kind of like like a worker, an underage worker, right? Child laborer, right? That's a better word. She was a child laborer for the community. They used her to go around to wealthier villages to garner her reputation as this amazing oracle reader, essentially. She predicted people's future, whether it be individuals or chairmen or soldiers, knights. And as she was older, she was able to go to other kingdoms and wealthier villages to help them predict their political future and economic future, to hopefully give them some sort of stability and to play their cards right. Get it? Play on words? We're talking about cards a lot these days. So now that we know this bit of information, let's talk about her not a quarry, that's a question, right? Her little quirk, that is the correct word. Thank you very much. How do I explain this? This is so difficult, but she was cursed from birth to lie in her prophetic readings to people undeserving of her gift. Thus far, no one has been worthy of her gifts. She has been lying to every single person she's given a reading to. Yeah. The thing is, she does possess the powers to accurately predict people's future based on their current trajectory. It's just that she cannot express it in words that are clear enough to those people, actually. Originally, I would go for the idea that she can only speak in riddles or rhymes whenever she gives people readings, but I find this one much more intriguing and exciting. And let's go back to her traits. She's kind of an adventurous sim because she wants to seek out those people or person or creatures who are deserving of her powers, who she can actually help the world with her powers, okay? So that's why she's been questing and kind of going along with the community wants and the village wants by parading her around to different villages. She's traveling to these different places because she's hoping that one day she can find those people and her entourage, or maybe just one person. She does not know what the future holds for her, and I think the key to unlocking her future is finding that person or people. Okay guys, what do you think of that? What do you think of that story? Okay, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back, all right? I think I deserve it. That's the furthest I've gone in my stories, which is pretty rudimentary, honestly. I really fell in love with her character, and she's a favorite, okay? She's a favorite. I didn't want to say it, but she's a favorite so far. Finally, we can move on to her design and the technical aspects of creating the sim, okay? So as you know, I love realistic skin detail. I saw on Tumblr this other way of layering skin details that I found fascinating. So there's this overlay that kind of replicates the arcane drawing style. I think it's called the Piltover skin detail or skin overlay. In conjunction with a realistic skin overlay, people on Tumblr, they put that arcane overlay and it makes it look so nice. Like the blend is absolutely amazing. And I attempted to recreate that in this sim, but I kind of went astray with my own vision after I kind of found her, you know? But let me know what you think of her. I really do love her. I think I compounded a lot of occult CC details in a way that I found compelling and interesting interesting to look at. And a really key aspect to her design was that I wanted her to look like, not that this exists in that world, but from my Earth perspective, I wanted her to have some Romani features. Romani people are an ethnic group who came from South Asia but migrated upwards to Europe, and I think settled in the Balkan region, think like Eastern European. I think I might be spreading misinformation, okay? But I follow a couple of Romani people on TikTok, and they often talk about how underrepresented they are, and I wanted to provide that. Even with an occult sim, I kind of tried to nail down their features with her, and I think I got that somewhat accurate, although her eyes were supposed to be lighter and like a light green, and then she ended up having like really spooky eyes. And I really do love her. Like, I love her so much. And I added some extra details like stretch marks, a belly overlay. Also with her hair, I was gonna go like a curlier route. I think originally, for some reason, I was inspired by Esmeralda. I don't think she's a good depiction of Romani people though. In a scrap video, I continued with that design with the curlier, bigger hair, and then I gave her kind of like a bandana, but I just did not end up liking that design, and I feel like I was too on the nose for like caricatures, so I scrapped that. Instead, I gave her this very shaggy bang haircut, and I love it so much. I think it works so well with her face. And normally I don't give my Sims short hair, and I felt this a welcome change, and it looks so nice with her ears sticking out. Speaking of her ears, if you are a longtime follower of my channel, I don't know if you noticed, but me retrospectively, I noticed that she kind of looked like another Sim that I made for a Halloween video. I think it was my CC video in which I first featured her. Yeah, that Sim with like the blue hair and everything. Yeah, like I think she looks a lot like her. Honestly, I was even gonna give this Sim bluer hair, and I realized, oh my god, I'm getting too close to that design. Because I stepped back, I was like, wait, those ears look familiar, those eyes kind of look familiar. Gosh, I'm so subliminally inspired by myself. Yeah, that's a problem. Speaking of problems, I was supposed to give my review of Sinners. Oops, I just realized I was supposed to watch Sinners and tell you guys my review. Okay, but I'll put it up here on the screen, what I think of that movie. I really do predict I'll like it. I was also gonna give the Sim a third eye to kind of allude to the fact that she has these prophetic powers and she's kind of tapped in with the third eye, but unfortunately it clipped with her forehead, or maybe that's how it's supposed to look, and I just was not content with it. Either way, I did not keep it. Honestly, if I could Photoshop my way into it, I would have put in the thumbnail, but no, it just doesn't look good on the Sim, unfortunately, in reality, in practice, so it's gone. But we can keep that third eye in our hearts, you know? It'll be forever memorialized by this video. Let's talk about her chased by death trait. So I don't know how exactly this works in The Sims 4. I just know that like maybe you are more prone to dying with accidents, or like, you know, that thing where if you have a broken fridge and you're under the required skill set to repair it and you repair it, you like get electrocuted, but the chances of that are really low because you get a moodlet that warns you like if you like touch anything, you're gonna die, you know, that kind of thing. I think she might be more prone to like accidents like that without the warning, but I might be completely wrong. I do wish The Sims 4 just had more randomness and random consequences, like even with the meteor thing where like you can die of a meteor shower, like not a comet, like a meteor. Yeah, I kind of wish the warning wasn't there. Is it just me? Like, is it just me? Like maybe if you like start, like when you originally click on the item, it can give you a pop-up that's like, you may die from this, but not like right before you're gonna die. Cause like that's a cue to like get off and not continue, but I want to be more random, more consequences, more chances of death, more chances of tragedy, just life tragedies I want in The Sims 4. And I feel like those consequences would make the game feel so much more well-rounded. And I do think the Sims team is working on adding that and improving the base game. By the way, I'm gonna give you a little teaser right here, right now. Stay tuned for the next video. I have a very special announcement I think you personally would like to know about. Okay, I know what you want. I literally do. How do I know? I also have special prophetic powers. Okay, I'll sign off here. Goodbye.